Hello and welcome to another episode of the Lawyers Learning Center with DHIA podcast. This is Season 8 of the podcast, and we will be talking all about today's cyber exposures, cyber liability, and protecting your law firm against cyber threats. Tune in every Thursday and check out the description for more related resources. Today, we are talking about what data breach insurance is and why you need it. Let's dive in. Years ago, most people hardly knew what a data breach was. Today, it is shockingly common to hear about data breaches. Why is this change so rapid? Recent advances in technology have helped businesses run more smoothly and efficiently. Unfortunately, the progress has also created vulnerabilities. Easier to use systems such as cloud-based storage make data more accessible. Businesses have made data readily available and easily shareable for employees, no matter where they are located. But more convenience increases the risk of unauthorized access to companies' sensitive information. If you have the type of business that stores data, you are vulnerable to a data breach. Even simple credit card information can lead hackers to your front door. That's why more firms are looking into data breach insurance to protect their assets. Data breach insurance protects a business that becomes the victim of a cyber attack. If a hacker were to expose confidential client information, data breach insurance would help you pay for the associated loss. Policy specifics depend on what carrier you have and what type of coverage you have. In general, though, data breach insurance covers losses caused by a variety of attacks, such as data theft, viruses, malware, hackers, system malfunctions, and employee mistakes. There are two main types of data breach insurance: first-party insurance and third-party insurance. First-party insurance pays for data breach response costs. If you were to get hacked, first-party insurance would cover losses such as customer notification expenses, future fraud monitoring services for your clients, or lost income from the attack. Third-party insurance pays for the costs of a lawsuit to defend and settle litigation. If a client were to sue you for a data breach at your business, third-party insurance would cover claims against you, such as any losses your client may incur, emotional distress, and/or invasion of privacy. So what counts as a data breach? A data breach can be any security incident in which your company information is accessed without permission. It could include an attack committed by an outside hacker, a breach by an internal thief, or even something as simple as an employee error. A data breach involves any exposure of sensitive information, such as credit card numbers, social security numbers, healthcare information, customer lists, trade secrets, or even software codes. The most well-known kind of data breach is when a hacker breaks into a company's systems to steal sensitive information. Other types include a hacker shutting down your company's system so you are no longer able to do business, stealing a device, accessing trade secrets, or destroying data. These are some of the worst types of data breaches. Less extreme examples include human error that compromises data, such as an employee reviewing unauthorized information in the workplace, unsecured disposal of trade secrets, or internal mishandling of documents. Data breaches are a relatively new threat for most businesses. As a newer form of coverage, data breach insurance types depend on individual situations. Coverage and premiums can vary greatly by carrier. Other factors that impact the cost include your company's annual revenue, the type of industry you work in, the number of records you are storing, and the coverage limits you are seeking. To make sure you are getting the coverage you need, you will first need to figure out what your greatest risk is. You can quantify your risk by using a cyber liability self-assessment. There will be a link to our cyber liability self-assessment worksheet in the description. You can also tune in to last week's episode where we go through the worksheet together. Don't forget, even though small limits are available, the option for the lowest limits may not give you the coverage your firm needs. A good insurance agent will take the time to help you evaluate what you need. In addition to securing insurance coverage, you need to start with prevention practices. Of course, the best place to start is to shore up your vulnerabilities. Unfortunately, there is no proven way to prevent a data breach, but there are 4 steps you can take to help protect your firm. Number 1 is keep up to date with your malware protection. 2, conduct ongoing security tests to make sure all your systems are protected. Number 3 is train your employees. This is so important and often overlooked. Number 4 is protect your data using strong passwords. We have an article on password guidelines, which we will also link below. Taking these steps will not prevent an attack from occurring, but can help in keeping your business safe. It is also smart to create a data breach response plan. It can be paralyzing to find out your business has fallen victim to an attack. Putting a plan in place today gives you more control in protecting your business. Unfortunately, data breaches have become part of our everyday vocabulary. It's never safe to assume that your business isn't vulnerable. No one is immune. Storing any kind of data on your system brings with it an inherent risk. Do you want to feel more confident in your company's security? Start by taking the 4 steps we just went over, as well as quantifying your risk and making a plan. Then explore data breach and cyber liability insurance for even more protection and peace of mind. Even if you think you are somehow immune to data breach or any kind of cyber attack, having such a policy in place does more than just provide you with the insurance. Many data breach and cyber liability insurance carriers offer their insureds tons of resources to help them be proactive. Thank you for tuning in to the Lawyers Learning Center with DHIA podcast. We are so glad you're here with us and hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, we invite you to subscribe to the podcast and share the episode with someone you think could benefit from it. Please leave your thoughts or questions in the comments. Help us improve and better serve you. Subscribe to the podcast or sign up for email reminders to make sure you catch every episode.